A very good day to you. I'm Hank Gross, MidHudsonNews.com. It's Thursday, October 20th. The news today brought to you by the Galleria at Crystal Run. Lieutenant Governor Antonio Delgado told the annual meeting of the New York State Nurses Association, held at Resorts World Catskills on Wednesday, that nurses were on the front lines of the health care during the height of the COVID pandemic and at the same time underappreciated. Delgado told the men and women that times are changing as the state is putting in place advancements in their pay, benefits, and education.
At the height of the pandemic, you all had your own anxieties before we had vaccines. And in some of those darkest hours, it was rough. When you had to worry about putting your own children or your own parents at risk by putting on that uniform and going to work every day. But you did it. And you did it with courage. When others were working remotely, you didn't have that choice. You had to show up because you were saving lives each and every day.
The lieutenant governor told the nurses they are the heart and soul of the healthcare industry. The preliminary 2023 City of Port Jervis budget, including the general fund, water, and sewer funds, comes in at $20 million, up from $19.4 million in 2022. Because of widespread inflation nationwide, Mayor Kelly Decker says the initial numbers reflected a double-digit increase in the city's spending plan. He was able to crunch numbers and bring the increase down to single digits.
Our costs on average for the city have been up 30%. Of course, we have to really crunch numbers and work hard with our department heads to keep that number down. And I got it below a two-digit number. But we're still working on it. We want to get it as low as possible.
Decker said the average homeowner is paying about $1,700 in city taxes this year, and it could increase by another $10 to $11 a month. More news right after this.
It's time to get spooky with DJ Echo, Gold's Gym, and Selfie Galore at the Galleria at Crystal Run Friday, October 28th for their Halloween Spooktacular. Haunted house, photo booths, even a kids' DJ dance party, and candy while supplies last. But it's only Friday, October 28th from 5 to 7:30 p.m. at the Galleria at Crystal Run in Middletown with DJ Echo, Gold's Gym, and Selfie Galore, Orange County's premier shopping, dining, entertainment, and Halloween Spooktacular destination. Learn more at GalleriaCrystalRun.com.
DPW crews in Middletown had to snap into action quickly this week when an algae bloom was found in the Monhegan Reservoir, the city's main feeder water source. The discovery was made on Wednesday with crews switching over to the Highland Reservoir. While the city was moving to remediate the problem, Public Works Commissioner Jacob Tawil says it points up an important factor.
They should continue to purchase watershed to protect our reservoirs, make sure that we have nothing but a clean runoff to go in there so we don't have to worry much about algae blooms and about different contaminant that will get into our reservoirs, and to avoid the unfortunate situation that City of Newburgh had with some contaminant going into their reservoir because of the industrial development around them and what runs into their reservoir.
To address the current situation, Middletown secured permission from the state DEC to treat the Monhegan Reservoir algae bloom with copper sulfate to neutralize the problem. The Consolidated Water District Number 1 in the town of Wallkill again has violated a drinking water standard. It's not an emergency, officials said. The town routinely monitors for the presence of drinking water contaminants, and on September 1st it was notified that on August 16th, samples showed the system exceeded the maximum contaminant level for total trihalomethanes. Duchess Ambulatory Surgery Center on Davis Avenue in the town of Poughkeepsie has outgrown its current facilities and plans on relocating to the Eastdale Village project in the town. The Dutchess County Industrial Development Agency yesterday granted financial incentives to the group to relocate into a new facility, as the current one with just 2 operating rooms is insufficient. Surgery Center Administrator Kathy Hickman told the IDA board.
Other areas we looked at in Poughkeepsie of buildings also didn't work for various reasons. So we have decided on Eastdale. It's going to provide some of the best customer service. So it's going to expand our ability to go to 5 operating rooms. We have surgeons that are waiting, patients that can't get in, patients that are leaving the community. They're trying to find areas to have ambulatory surgery.
The practice has 30 employees now and would eventually add another 20, Hickman says. Police in the city of Newburgh are investigating the latest act of violence. Police and EMS personnel at the scene of the 8 p.m. incident on Wednesday reported a man was stabbed in the neck at 99 Renwick Street. The victim was transported to the hospital by police. Officers continue to probe the circumstances of the incident. I'm Hank Gross, MidHudsonNews.com. The news today brought to you by the Galleria at Crystal Run.